Hello there, Leo. Welcome to your weekly read. You could be tuning in if you're a sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign in Leo. Let's get right to it and, really move through this 4 bodies of existence. I will remind you that there's a new service up, what to do next. It's just some guided messages for you all from Spirit. And it's really focusing on a 7-card spread, which I do double, look for some coupled cards, so it'll end up being a 14-card spread in regards to what to do next. Just some general guidance along your journey. You could book in with a question in inquiry, and I can look into that. However, let's get into the 4 bodies of existence for Leo this week. What is coming up for y'all? Let's have a look here in the physical body of existence for Leo. We do have the 9 of Swords. Whoa. Whoa. The Philosopher's Tarot. Something else. We have the Philosopher's Tarot. I can't even look at that cockroach. I actually killed a cockroach today. Metamorphosis. So, the 9 of Swords is, traditionally about having like a hard time sleeping. You may be affected in the physical in regards to your sleep, okay? There could be some nightmares. You could be like just sleeping around people that you don't like, or, someone's energetically trolling you and it's affecting your sleep. You could be sleeping in a dirty, bug-infested freaking physical reality. There needs to be a cleanup. I do not like even looking at this Metamorphosis card. You are going through a metamorphosis, so like the 9 of Swords, that's interesting. There are some cords that need to be cut. There may even have been some black magic put upon you, and your physical body is feeling it. We have the 6 of Swords in reverse as well. So again, you reap what you sow. Sorry to be harsh. However, there is some holding on to pains of the past. I do suggest booking into a Surrender to Confessions reading. We do have the Empress card coming through. And, emotionally, you are rising above whatever's going on physically. I can see that you are going through some type of contrasty experience in your physical reality, Leo. Just know that this too shall pass. So there needs to be cord cutting session just to cut all cords, maybe even from like the ones that you sleep around, like your neighbors type of situation. I'm just getting that it's not good. There may be some projections from them, and again, it's not against the flesh, it's not against the soul, like it's against the spirits that, the authorities in the spiritual realm. So, there's just, what I'm getting is the people around you are just like possessed by demons ultimately. Like, I'm just going to put it plainly. And, there just needs to be some cord cutting type of shit going down. Ace of Wands. I can see that you guys are trying so hard. The Empress card here in the emotional body of existence, you are being that patient, receptive being in regards to moving through this contrast. It is dulling your passion though. It's dulling your fire here with the Ace of Wands. You're just like, how can I burn this shit up underneath it all? However, you're just being the observer. There really needs to be some action in regards to doing a ritual, a ceremony, booking a reading or something, a cord cutting session with me, just to get this shit cleared. You really are being asked to get some help from another spiritualist, the divine is stating, just to shift this up. Don't be shamed at asking. Even if you don't have any money, you can always ask me for a reading and, either pay me back or just see if I'm open to doing a reading or clearing for free. Like, it's fine. Like, ask and you shall receive, the divine is stating. So, there needs to be this remembrance of who you are. You are a son of God in the masculine aspect. You are a shining empress in the feminine aspect. This baby has a freaking mustache. Like, come on. These cards are just too much. They're too much for me. So, Christ is definitely shining his light he is your lamp. You know, he is showing one step at a time. He is showing you these sunflowers, which represent bubbled universes, parallel universes that you can move into. So remember that. 9 of Pentacles, you may be waiting on something to change in the physical. So you may actually be thinking about moving. You may be thinking, waiting on some money or something. So, you know, don't stress. There is light at the end of the tunnel here, okay? You may be waiting on communication from someone as well, or maybe waiting for a message, waiting for a letter. It will come. Having the Knight of Pentacles here in the mental body of existence, focus your mind on I am affirmations, visualizations, prayer first, always. However, let's just get this shit done, okay? You really are being asked to cut cords with some shit in the physical. It just keeps coming through. But you are a child of God, right? So if prayer doesn't work, just keep praying. We do have the Hierophant here. So, you know, you may be in need of a spiritual healing, really connecting to someone within the spiritual body of existence here, the Hierophant. If the Hierophant was in any other space, physical, emotional, or mental, I would have suggested to be the Hierophant. But because it's in the spiritual body of existence and it keeps coming through, you know, you are in need to continue on with this obedience in regards to ask and you shall receive. Judgment here, you may feel slightly judged in regards to your physical situation. So that may be making you feel drained, not as vital, not as vibrant, not as passionate towards life. God just keeps saying this too shall pass, Leo. So don't stress. You're not being like, God doesn't put you through tests or lessons. In truth, it's a blessing. It's how we perceive through the lenses of the senses, the feelings, the smells. You may even be like, I don't know, God's saying like, when was the last time you smelt the flowers? When was the last time you like burned some incense and like smelt something nice, or burnt some oils, some essential oils? You know, just keep moving towards the sensory experience, that of pleasant smells. Strange companions in stranger places. Challenges, use your imagination. So yeah, there's definitely some challenges in regards to companions. And I don't feel like you can actually do anything about it just yet. That's why I was suggesting like neighbors or household members, you know, family members even for some of you. There's just, you're in a strange place. It may have felt like home. Now God is moving the energetics, shifting it up to really show you the steps to get the fuck out of the situation, ultimately. So, you know, this too shall pass. I'm feeling like itchy as well. So, like, maybe there's bed bugs as well, like, going on in your house. Like, there could be something. I shouldn't laugh, but, like, holy shit, I don't like the Nine of Swords card. Like, there's just something going on at night. You may be, you know, going through things in your dreams and, you know, you're feeling tired in the day. Just know, I blame Taurus new moon ultimately. So let's just get into the Gemini energies and Cancer. Let's just move it through. But the Oracle card here to finish up the Wisdom of Oracle for your Leo is, my capacity to tune in to the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I am lost. So, like I stated, you really are being the Empress. You're just not too passionate about it. Like, you ultimately can feel God moving you in regards to your 4 bodies of existence, and you're like, yeah, now is the time. I want to do it now. There may be some type of impatience going down. So hope this reading helped you. You know where I'm at if you'd like to reach out. Otherwise than that, I will see you on the other side. Namaste. Amen, Leo.